Surveillance and the City, Episode 2, Pentagon Blues. Sponsored by Novolol, new liquid formula, same great aftertaste. For the chemical agent that's got the most nerve, try Novolol. Now available at all good pharmacies. People often ask me, Wendy, how did you become such an accomplished professional organ harvester at such a young age? Or, Wendy, how old were you when you bought your first sweatshop? Or, Wendy, what's it like being a life coach for the most prestigious death cult leaders in world history? And I have to confess that yes, oftentimes it is very stressful being me. It was very difficult growing up as a gifted child, and despite the mental anguish of my current job, I love being a career woman. I love being aloof and detached from the morality and mediocrity of banal society, and I love not being under any pressure whatsoever to experience any form of human connection with anyone at all. I'm also excited to announce that last week's existential breakdown is now over, and I am now a new woman again, for anyone who asked. I had some fantastic small talk with my colleague Susan about her micro herb garden on Monday. The prospect of cooking my own vegan basil with the cooking pot I made in my vegan pottery class into a nice vegan vegetable meal is a prospect I find very exciting. The fact that I never paid much attention to Susan before now is an injustice. She is a woman who makes excellent bread. Kirsten, on the other hand, is starting to weary me. She does not have Susan's trademark bread-making glow or motherly, nurturing intellect. She's always such a negative Nelly, and even when we were on the tour of that recyclable toxic waste treatment plant, she did not have the heart to tell me how she really felt about the mandatory installation of self-sorting, self-governing, tripartite waste receptacles throughout the city. I do not, however, object to Kirsten from a moral standpoint. I know that she cares about me, and her reasons for doing so may be less than honourable, but I also know that she does not have the balls to articulate her feelings, and she will never tell me her real views on Type 3 dual-use bifurcated incinerators. I never used to look forward to company team bonding trips to failed states. I never liked fulfilling my obligatory quota of mandatory volunteer work for liquidarity. Working at the nuke chop shop made me feel like the aging sidekick to a retired domestic terrorist or a withered American war hero. I have no interest in playing the pin-up. I have no interest in playing dollface. But this year is different, because they will allow me to choose my own location and my own companion. Naturally, I will be taking Susan. She is such an enlivening presence that reminds me of the Zealand glory days, when the water was still fluoridated and government drones were still cage-free. She has the nubile élan of a pregnant French peasant. Her voice has the clarion ring of an apple blossom in winter. I have had many successes here at work lately, and I attribute it to the positive impact of my colleagues on the workplace. Recently, one of them decided to restock the vending machine with crystal pepper spray, my favourite soda. Since then, I have estimated that I have been 14 times more productive than my bi-weekly median, which I have been monitoring with a scrupulous eye for upwards of 7 years. I am very grateful to Susan and her friends for this contribution. Warning, pepper spray and associated pepper spray product additions may contain traces of pepper. Always read the instructions before application. I was very proud to announce at our annual IDF Missile Charity Gala dinner that our sales of the Cherry Bomb, both recreational and fully militarised, outrank the sales of our competitors' equivalent products by 150%. It also outranked prior quarterly sales in blueberry, apple, and cookies and cream. Our new advertisement and marketing campaign, which we've aimed at disillusioned teens and agoraphobic social freaks of devastating musical genius, Can I Pop Your Cherry Bomb, and its sister campaign, Flavour Grenades, It's a Party in Your Mouth, has still met with an incredibly warm reception in the public sphere. Thanks to the misuse of last year's war campaign funds, we will finally be able to take the campaign global and capitalise on the market share away from our opponents, Cheap Weapons Warehouse, and their shelf company, FernandosWarbrides.com. This segment was sponsored by Flavour Grenades. For that full mouth feel that you know and love, try one of our classic party flavours: Grape Punch, Agent Orange, and Windex Blue, available loose and injectable. Flavour Grenades, the #1 choice of US Special Ops. I wonder if Susan thinks I am misanthropic and uptight because I watch Judge Judy. Yes, I may be uptight, and yes, I may judge her for watching reality TV, which is all tits and tan and the bottled excrement of Western decadence, but that doesn't mean that I hate myself any less. Of course, she does not understand the banality of my evil, and how could she when she is so normal, so nice, so cherubic? How could she possibly suspect me of misabusing government funds for the last 8 financial quarters? How could she possibly realise that I am the brainchild of musical Landmines, the most morally bankrupt and over-budget compilation of prankster home videos with the highest production death toll in media history? Sorry for the delay, folks. Now we are returning to the broadcast. Although I am a dedicated worker, I still love to relax with some me time after a hard day's work. One of my guilty pleasures, apart from Judge Judy, is a show I recently discovered on an obscure late-night channel, Vegans Gone Wild, which depicts a group of all-female microherb enthusiast types meeting, greeting and eating vegan at a swanky inner urban salad bar. Throughout the night, the female microherb enthusiasts titillate each other with tastes of each other's meals. It is all very elegant and very tastefully done. The salads are green, they are fresh, and they are delicious. This segment was sponsored by Flavour Grenades. Pop out your pin and get groovy. Ever since I was little, I dreamed of world domination. It was my dream to drop glitter bombs on the Kremlin, to put the Cold War out with a bang. Now, Susan and I are finally making that dream happen. My first glitter bomb, exploding piñata, and pipe cleaner bomb line is making a real dent in the kids' violent toy market, with the bonus edition of my first self-detonating battery-operated baby doll and matching self-detonating play oven set. We are finally also capitalising on the expanding violent girls' toy market. You could say this has been a pet project of sorts for me. I never had a great relationship with my dolls growing up. I did not enjoy playing with them, and in general I found them very boring, but now I have invented the ultimate toy for girls everywhere: a bomb. Surveillance and the City will be returning at the same time next week.